800-400-9591.
With the power of Tandem HR, you are in the fast lane on Main Street with Get Down to Business with Shalom Klein, the show for business and jobs. Now, the champion of networking, the advocate of jobs, the guru of business, your host, Shalom Klein.
We are all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. And business, we talk a lot about business here. You're on with Get Down to Business, and I'm your host, Shalom Klein. Remember, you can always download podcasts from Get Down to Business on my website at shalomklein.com. And while you are there, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Shalom Klein. Get Down to Business is powered by our good friends at Tandem HR, your solutions center. You can find them online at tandemhr.com. They just had a fantastic client appreciation event with a great speaker and so many great tips and advice posted on their website. Once again, tandemhr.com, or give them a call, 630-928-0510. We've got a jam-packed lineup of content and information you won't want to miss. It's a live show, and you could call us at 312-642-5600. So I'm joined here in studio by two wonderful people, and they are 2/3 of what make up the brain power of the Shein Advisory Partners group. And I'm joined here in studio by Justin and Jim Shein, who have a wealth of knowledge and a tremendous background in business. And just thrilled to have both of you. Thanks for joining me.
Well, thank you very much for having us. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. And I'll turn over to my father, Jim Shein.
I think that was a way to correct the last name. That's all.
Thank you. Got it. Shein. Well, we appreciate you coming in over here. So, unlike many people, that's one thing I guess you can agree on. Many family businesses, many families don't have the good fortune of working together. So, Justin and Jim Shein, we appreciate you being here, and you're in the business of being in business. So, tell us what that means. Tell us a little bit about the companies that you're working with and what you do every day.
Perfect. Well, so taking a step back, ever since middle school, I knew I wanted to be in business with my father. He was a successful owner, operator of 7 middle market businesses. I became actually involved in those businesses at an early age. And he simply requested that I obtain my experience and make my mistakes on someone else's nickel. Then we'd work together. And it's been a 30-year journey, and we're finally making this work. We're looking at finding a small middle-market business for us to purchase and work together on.
So, Jim, you are a Kellogg professor, if I'm not mistaken.
I am indeed.
So you not only are involved in working with businesses and involved in acquiring a business, which Justin just alluded to a moment ago, but you're actually involved in training and helping folks that are in business for themselves, entrepreneurs. So you know a thing or two about the economy and about business in general, don't you?
That's a rumor I started.
Well, it's I fact-checked and I verified that it is indeed true. So there's one part of the team that's not here today, and Justin, you just mentioned a little bit about your dad's background, and you certainly have an impressive resume of your own. Tell us a little bit about your wife as well.
Yes. So first off, while she's not able to be with us at the moment, it goes without saying she's the smartest of the three of us.
Well, you're earning some brownie points at home right now. I hope your wife is tuned in. So tell us a little bit about the company, the profile of the company that sort of you're looking to acquire, and most importantly, why are you looking to acquire a company? I know you have something that our listeners can't see, the passion and the genuine look of sincerity on your face right now. I'm thrilled to have you here in studio, but you're doing this for a purpose, and I want to hear a little bit about that purpose as well.
Yeah, so just starting with the nature of the business. Basically, it's our capital. We're the ones looking to do it ourselves. It's a long-term hold strategy, so we're not looking at an exit anytime soon. From an investment criteria standpoint, we're looking at anything with less than $12 million revenue, anything that is about $1.5 million earnings, or also known as EBITDA, or less. We are open to distressed businesses, which is actually my father's particular area of expertise.
The more distressed, the better. That's right.
Yeah.
Although I like healthy companies, so we're trying to find that right balance.
Family business, I guess that's the only area that you might disagree on. Okay, got it.
We are looking for it to be in the Midwest, ideally a few hours drive from Chicago. We are open on the industry, so we're a bit agnostic on it. We do like commercial, residential services, as well as light manufacturing. That said, we are flexible. And you also alluded to the idea this would be the first of several acquisitions, as our primary goal is to create a foundation. And that foundation will support local and global charity initiatives.
That's impressive, and you know we talk often on this show about a unique value proposition. We talk a lot about businesses doing business with other companies. Certainly, we talk about individuals, companies acquiring. We talk about businesses that are selling. But you just mentioned that this being the first acquisition of that will lead to eventual philanthropy is absolutely incredible. So tell us a little bit about why that's important to you. Tell us a little bit about why to you, to your family, this is an important goal, and why you're willing to work so hard, all in the interest of certainly making a few bucks, but also in giving back to community.
Absolutely. So I've spent my entire career in corporate as well as consulting work, and also working even for startups. And I've always done it on behalf of someone else. And what we're really looking to do is do something that creates a greater good, local job growth, and also ideally get the rest of the family involved as well. I'm going to do a quick call out to my 3 daughters, Julia, Catherine, and Laura. If you're hearing me now, you are the love of my life. And unless the business is in a bridal store or a bakery, they probably won't be as keen to be involved in the business as I would like.
Sure.
So as a result, the Family Foundation is playing that role.
In paying it forward. And Justin, you have been involved in creating middle market businesses for GE. Jim, you've been involved in certainly many businesses and have served in many board roles for many companies. But as we mentioned before, you're a professor at Kellogg, and it sounds like mentoring, advising, education is a theme that I'm hearing. So aside for giving back philanthropically, it sounds like also that mentorship is important to you. So, Jim, I'd love to pick your brain on this one. We like to ask successful entrepreneurs, successful business owners, what is the one bit of advice that you have for somebody starting up, somebody that might be brand new in business, the lesson that you wish you knew early on?
Oh, boy. It's probably, I'm afraid I'd have to say 2, which professors always change the subject. It's 1, don't give up.
Okay.
As what I find, the people who just, nothing stops them. But 2, be willing to pivot. If you're going the wrong direction and things aren't going the way you thought, be willing to change. Most of even what we call the unicorns today, which are the great big companies, never started off the way they are today. YouTube, for example, started off as a dating service. There's a lot of companies like that realized they had to pivot and then found their niche. So it's don't give up, be willing to pivot.
Very interesting, and that's a theme that I've heard from many successful business owners, that most of the time that first, even when things seem to be going super duper well, there's going to be a speed bump. There's going to be something that will happen that will maybe shake things up, and the weak-spirited among us might be the ones to say, let's move on. This just ain't for me. But entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart, is it?
No, it's not. And you've got to realize that even entrepreneurship doesn't fit anyone. It's really no different than anyone can buy a Speedo, but not everyone should wear one.
Great advice. I'm going to take that as lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 from Jim Shein over here. That's great. So we are running out of time, and I want to make sure that our listeners can get a hold of you. You have a very unique you have very unique direction, and I know you're looking for companies that you're looking to acquire, and you are mentoring already. You're helping the next generation, and you're involved in paying it forward in a major way. But tell us a little bit about how and why people should reach out to you.
Well, we're working to connect with small business owners who are looking for an exit strategy so that they can see their business continue to thrive and their employees treated like family. And as a result, if you're a business owner, we want to talk to you. If you represent or know of business owners looking to potentially sell their business, again, in the criteria we're looking for, we also want to talk to you.
That's fantastic. So how can people reach you?
Best way is through email, and that is sheinadvisory@yahoo.com. That is spelled SHEIN advisory, ADVISORY @yahoo.com.
Fantastic. Well, we appreciate joining us here in studio. Hope our listeners will reach out to you. Appreciate that advice. Those 3 tips. Perhaps the most important is that we'll leave that. We'll leave that for the podcast. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Coming up after the break, we've got more advice, tips, and information. Jim O joins us talking to us about drag racing.